What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we finished up at the first temple of the game, Skyview Temple. Collected the sacred water, brought it back here to the water dragon, in which case she opened up the path to the next dungeon right here behind this waterfall. And so, all we need to do is simply swim and spin up to this ladder up here, and we can head on inside. So, without further ado, let's get straight into things. And I just noticed that this actually is the first time we've entered a dungeon not at the end of an episode, because normally I would have entered the dungeon and during this fade to black I would have left the screen black, had the end screen pop up, and then I would have cut back to watching the episode here. But I didn't do that this time because I hadn't really quite planned out this dungeon yet, and it doesn't really matter to me. But this is the ancient cistern nonetheless. Alright, so first things first, I do remember there being a funky glitch in this game about running up this wall at a certain angle, in which case you could find a missing piece of the floor. You can see where Link's character starts to twitch. I can't quite see the camera angle on the floor though. It's a little odd. I want to see if I can find it. It may not be in this version of the game. I heard it was, but I wasn't sure. It doesn't appear to be, but in the certain versions of the Wii version of this game, there's a certain section of the floor that you can like run up and then jump inside, and it's like right as you turn to this dark area, and you can like skip half the dungeon. I don't really want to do that, but it's a cool little trick that you can pull off. I believe they fixed the oh, maybe they didn't fix the collision for it. You should be able to see Link's shadow disappear behind it, in which case his shadow doesn't disappear at all, so it's obviously not in this version of the game. So if I had the Wii version, I would definitely show that off. Oh, there's a locked door here in front of us, but I want to read this right here. Carved into the great statue are inscriptions of gratitude. They reveal the secret order of this temple. First the back, then the rear, then the back of the right hand, and then finally the back of the left hand. Alright, so back. First is back. That's your first direction, I guess. So we should probably head to the back of this giant person here in the center of the room. If you couldn't tell, it's like a giant humanoid statue here in the center of the room. And so we need to probably head to his back side first. And actually, I need to see if I can. No, I need to spin. Link's giving me some weird angles and stuff right here. Alright, let's see. We should be on the back side now. Nope. Hold on, let's try this again. Oh no, we kind of ran past it a little. Yeah, right there. You can see that the little blue highlight is up, so that's the first direction. Then the rear, which would be right down here. Or, I guess it would be right down here, but I can't see it. Oh, there it is, down there. By the way, these are new jelly chews. These are purple chews. They can simply be defeated by doing a spin attack. Then it's bottom, and I think it's back of the right hand, and then back of the left hand. And so if we can figure out what the back of the left hand is, we should be able to figure out what the back of the right hand is. Real quick, I want to spin through here and grab that yellow or white silver rupee. I'm sorry. And the back of the left hand has a right on it. And let me double check this one more time just to make sure. Should be back of the right hand then left, unless it's left then right. In that case, if either way, we should know the order. But I do want to grab this silver rupee anyway. Once we do that, we can get more money, and also our rupee total now equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, which is pretty cool. All right, but let's read this statue. Oh my gosh. Let's read this one more time. First is the back, rear, back of the right hand, back of the left hand. So it's up, down, and then this one was so it's up, down, left, right. Should be the order. And so we need to keep that in mind for when we actually need to use the, I guess, secret dungeon code or whatever. Simply just a green chew here, nothing too difficult to take care of. Pretty easy. I mean, you got this giant chew, which surprisingly has not given me any chew jelly at all. It's a little strange. Now, we could head up this way, though I don't believe there's a path forward for us quite yet. We'll have to get something in order to be able to cross that gap. We'll be getting that momentarily. So instead, we'll just pull this switch and open that door. Though it does seem kind of useless to have this switch here if the door is just here. Just have this open the door and just leave. I feel like that's the easiest way to do that, but what do I know? So first thing you'll notice is that when I fall down on these things, they flip over. So that's something you're going to want to take note of while you're down here. Is there anything in the bottom of the water? No. Alright, so we need to get up there to that chest up there, but we don't really have much of a way to do that quite yet. What I can do is I can start to break down this web. Be kind of careful with this guy as you break down his web. Eventually he'll fall. Then you can knock him over, perform the fatal blow, and take care of him. So we haven't seen these guys since the first dungeon. Also, if you get stuck, he'll crawl towards you, and it's so freaky and weird. But I thought I'd show that off because I thought it was super cool. Uh-oh. There we go. I was like, please don't flip over before I can take you out. And if we walk over here, it says, strike the gemstones pointing in the 4 directions wisely. The way will open for only one who knows the temple's secret order. And so we know exactly what it is. It's up, down, left, right. And when we do that, the little lock holding the door shut will disappear, and we can make our way into the next room. Alright, first thing you want to do when you get in here, pull out your tough beetle and simply guide it over to both these skulltulas, because spiders can't live in water. They will simply fall into the water and just die, just like that. And we've taken care of them, and there's no need to worry about them any longer. Next, we'll pull out our scatter shot. There's no webs on this one. There's a guy over there that I do want to take out. And I want to jump up here for one reason only, and that's simply just to jump right back up. I'm sorry, that's to jump right back off, because if we flip this thing over, we should be able to access that red rupee down there. That's kind of what I'm going for right now. There we go, got it that time. Yeah, so I just want to swim in here, grab this red rupee, and I move out of the way. But the actual path forward is over there, where that red rupee is. There's a green rupee over there. I'm gonna ignore it. It's just a green rupee. It's really nothing special, and we have plenty of those that we can access at this point. So you know what? I'm so close, and it is free cash. What the heck? It's just 3. Alright, there we go. Oh, my voice got deep there. When I said that, I don't know why I said that so, like, deeply. Ouch. There we go, grab that red rupee this time. Smash through these wooden barriers. No problem. Hopefully not running out of air in the process, though we should have enough air, yeah. Let's make our way over here. And then we can climb up here. And I think that's it, actually. And now this should actually lead us to that chest right over here. And surprisingly, once we open up this chest, it contains a very important item. It's actually a small key. Yeah, I fooled you, didn't I? Yeah. We will be getting the item of this dungeon fairly soon, but it's not that chest. So don't get your hopes up. Yeah, it's not quite that chest. So don't worry about that yet. But we can get that right now where we're headed next, because you guys remember that small. There was a key holding this kind of front gate captive, and I used a lot of stamina for that I didn't need to use. I just actually did a spin attack. But we're gonna actually open up this thing right here. But this will lead us to the dungeon item. That's actually one of the first things you get here in the dungeon. You only enter like 3 rooms and you've already got the dungeon item. But if also, when we come in here, if we look all the way up, there's the boss door. Or, not really a door, just kind of like just where we would put that in. And once we hop down here, this pile of bones will come alive. And this isn't a skull, this is Stallmaster, I believe. This guy is like a harder version of the guys that we faced earlier, ouch, you gotta be quicker about your shield. Alright. Focus on his sword attacks, and now he'll pull out 4 different items, and he'll block from 3 sides, and so you have to be extra careful. And he'll block himself in completely. Though you can definitely block him with your shield. If he ever does that, simply do a stab, and you should be good. Though I'm good. Alright, he really isn't attacking me too much. Oh, there we go. He knocked his... Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. There we go, got him. I got very quiet there. I am very sorry about that. I was trying so hard to focus that I just... yeah, and this guy's name is Stallmaster. He's just a stronger version of a Stallfos, basically. Don't worry, that's not the last time we'll see this guy. Much like the Stallfos we saw in the first dungeon, they come in greater numbers the longer we move on. And so we'll see more of those guys a little bit later on, but for right now, just the one will do for me. But right inside this chest is a even more important item. It's actually the dungeon item. This is the whip. Attached to the end of this whip is a strange glowing sphere of light that can latch on to a variety of things. If we see something we can't reach, target it with ZL and snag it with your whip. Snap! And that'll go in our inventory right over there by the gust bellows. And so now we have access to a wide variety of things, switches and levers and all sorts of things that we can't use. If we use a whip with the right stick, we can grab onto things like this and cause a water stream to appear, actually. And this will allow us to kind of move back up to the top of this room, no problem. Swim over here to the edge and it'll just latch us back up to the top. There's also this one right here. We can whip onto it as well, and it will cause a water stream to appear here as well. And I believe one more room and we should be good to go. Alright, let's do that, and this should take us all the way to the top, I believe. Yeah, indeed it will. Let's read this. Look for the key that lies beneath the earth. Alright, so the key lies below. And let's examine this. The door is locked. Okay, I thought Fi might say something to us about it, but I guess not. I guess she'll just kind of let us... Alright, let me try to do this correctly. It's so much harder to get down here than it is to get up. Yeah, like I just fell all the way down, but I should only have to go up 1 level, so we're good. Alright, sweet. Alright, so now we want to enter back this way, and we need to find a way to get down below where we are now. So, we can actually take that path from just a moment ago that we saw a little earlier right down over here. Because that should lead us down the next, or kind of forward, I guess. Because not only can we use the whip to latch onto things and use them as switches, we can also use it as a vine of sorts. And let me not put this away. And we can now swing like we're on a vine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right here to make our way over here to this side of the room. With this, jump over here, and there we go. I want to open up this chest real quick before we do anything else, and inside of this is the dungeon map. And it reveals the floors and different rooms here in the dungeon, as well as the chest, and also where the sacred flame is. I didn't want to call on you 5, but thanks, I guess, anyway, and wrong button. You can see there's 2 floors. There's a chest down here at the bottom and a locked door down there. And we're in this main room right here. So the sacred flame is there, and you can see the bird statues, chests, things like that. And there's an X on the map over there. I'll have to worry about that a little bit later. Let's see if there's a way we can enter this room here. I don't think so. I think we have to go this way. But I'm not sure how to get over there. Perhaps with the whip. And oh, here we go. We have a brand new enemy. His tail is in, and as soon as he drops his tail, actually, I'm gonna let Fi tell us about him. This is a phoenix. Looks like a phoenix. This spirit bird is said to survive by eating flames. Due to its cautious nature, it can be difficult to approach. However, by catching and holding its bird's attention, some are able to successfully attack it. I suggest being wary of its curled tail. Of course, I've not defeated any of these guys, so there's nothing I can do. He's just gonna flap around till his tail comes down, and then you pull him down. Then pull out your sword, and you just attack him that way. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Alright, there's got to be a way I can get over there, and maybe even up there, but I don't remember how to enter this room, or if even I can even do that yet. I don't think I can even enter this room. Though, I may be able to swim over here. Aha, indeed I can. That X on this map marks off. Oh, I can't actually. Okay, never mind. I actually can't get in there quite yet. There's got to be a switch around here somewhere then that I can flip or something. Let's look around. Right here. Yeah, hold on. Link, swim up, please. There we go. Yeah, we'll come right down over here. Pull out the whip, and then we can actually flip this guy around. There we go. It's a little bit of a tricky puzzle to find, but once you find it, it's pretty easy. I knew there was something around here that I needed to do to either enter this area or let's whip this, and then that closes off the water up there, and that will allow me to enter in down below, which is exactly what we need to do next. And once you come in here, you simply spin to make this movement a little bit quicker. There's a floor, a wall, Skulltula. Sorry, every different name but the actual name that he is called. Run right around back here because there's that chest we saw on the map, and you can get 20 rupees. I don't like how the camera jerked around like that. That was very strange. How about just 20 rupees down there? And now you may come over here and think, well, we're stuck. Well, no, because this whip can go through gates. And we do that, and that'll open this up for us. And now there's nothing over here, is there? No. There's these guys who are shooting at me, which I don't appreciate all that much. And oh my gosh, also a giant shoe. I got one shoe jelly out of that. I heard a couple more drop, but I couldn't pick them up. I do want to follow my harp here, and another goddess wall will appear. Once we do that, you know, guys, exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk up here and draw something. So I reckon what we're gonna draw once again, we're gonna try to make it better this time, is some rupees, because I could always use more money. Who couldn't? And yeah, I think this is a much better rupee than last time. I think the game will definitely recognize this as a rupee and not bombs. Indeed it will. Oh, I even got a red rupee. I'm going to pick that up. But yeah, plenty of rupees here in this dungeon to be found. Nowhere's there. Oh, I see you way over there, buddy. Yeah, if these guys fall in water also, they will just immediately take damage. Yeah. You're gonna die, buddy. One hit and he was gone. That did not take much at all. Alright, let's whip on over here, jump to this wall. And I don't know who just... Yeah, it's you guys. Alright, not too hard. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I do think I just need to run up this. Yeah, and then I need to leap up in order to reach this ledge in time. And then drop down. Take a little bit of a breather, and then we can continue on around. Because we need to get over here. And hopefully not get shot in the process. Alright. So hopefully I can avoid your arrows. There you go. Yeah. These guys are pretty... Well, he dropped... I think he just dropped a skull. Oh, a gold skull. Oh, yeah, we definitely could use some more of those. I'm really glad I did that, actually. And that'll actually go into something I'll show off a little bit later if I can find another chance to actually do it. Go. Just make sure we take that guy out, because he will attack us on that wall. Though it's not hard if they do jump on your back. Oh, I don't think I can actually whip that from here. Oh, actually, I know exactly what we need to do. Instead of grabbing onto the vines the first time you swing down here, instead, what you do is you aim for the... I need this thing to stop real quick. Then we gotta make sure we're facing this. And jump, grab the switch, open the gate, and then we can jump and grab onto the vines. That's exactly how we need to do that. Alright, sweet. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I think this is probably easily my favorite dungeon in this entire game. I just think it looks cool. The puzzles are awesome. I don't know. I just really love this dungeon. There's something about it is so cool, and some of like the mechanics, and even some of like the scenes, sort of. You'll know what I mean by that if you've played this game before, or you'll see it a little bit later on. But that opens up a whirlpool here in the center of the room when we activate that. But some of like the, I guess, cutscene sort of things, like the scenes, like action scenes in this dungeon, you'll know what I mean by that later, are really cool and really fun. But what we can do is we can dive into here, and we can actually just let it suck us down into the basement. That is a way down, and once we make our way in here, you'll see that it's got a much darker tone here. I definitely need to come up here, grab onto this, and then also take all of these guys down, because I don't want them in my way. You down, you down, and that'll actually flip over this thing as well, so we can continue forward. And then finally, one last guy right over here. We do all that, and we're good to go. Also, there's a save statue here if you want to save. And, actually, I think that's a great play. Actually, I do want to flip this lily pad over. No, lily pad, flip over. Give me somewhere to stand. Because that platform right there is really not that great. I can't really flip the camera around too well. I'm just going to face this way. And, actually, you know what? I am going to stand over here because it's just the nicest place to stand, I guess. Next to a bird statue is better than this really dark, creepy place down here. But with that, I actually think that's going to do it all for this episode here, guys. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.